using the Chiefs, I'm using the Niners.
On the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best as I am. There's no need in keeping it low key. I can jump on the D like a turkey, or run straight to the D like a train. This shit we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He tell us I'm making a name. I put on the jets, the coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. See my route took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble.
Bro, can you not play as them? Honestly.
Fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. They're gonna blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. Honey y'all dash. Honey y'all dash. Honey y'all dash. Honey y'all dash. Honey y'all dash.
Yeah. What are you doing? Bro, you realize the Ravens aren't good, right? Wow. With Lamar Jackson, are you just gonna fumble 30 times? That much. You're gonna run it one time, you're gonna get hit sick, it's gonna be a fumble, and you're gonna realize why you don't 1v1 me.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. From the 45 on second down, Watson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Watson, flush to his right, and that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play, and 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Still not going to score any points.
Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive.
Okay, so
and that last one,
you're better than Jacob? Wow,
looking
that's
for
not
more
really
there
saying
on first
something.
down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson dancing to his left. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Jackson. He may try and run for this. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
As a team with a mobile
Someone knew
QB,
exactly
so
where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit.
Over 10 points.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Here's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 65 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
For what? For you to not score again?
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw is incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but now it's
holding
third
on
down.
The offense.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here. That looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
First carry for Carlos Hyde.
Wow.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
This is the second time I ran with anyone.
From the 40 now on second down. Watson, it's complete to Fuller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. They'll roll him out right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I wouldn't run with
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Back to throw, Watson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on fourth. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans push further out in front. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter.
Yeah, well, after I
there could be plenty more before this game is over.
He cheated. Anyway.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start
like
this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Roster.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive But at the same time, you're wondering.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14.
I ran it 3
times.
Really
put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue.
And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
Let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson eluding the pressure right. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10.
And the guys are having a gay sleepover.
Here's Watson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it. If you got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Galvin away and bring up 2nd down.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And he'll be brought down right
now.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
He doesn't have a mic.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. Business to take care of before we get there.
Yeah, he also sucks at Madden just like you.
And still about 3 yards shy of the first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Now Watson rolling to his right. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time, but now it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Here's Johnson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Watson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, You better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right? And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans push further out in front.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been there.
Is that why you've never even played the Texans
after the
against
touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Rams.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to... Also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right side. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Now Jackson forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the tuck and run. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Squab kicking.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistent.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They'll try to fire up the running game with Hyde. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
No, I was just doing something.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
If you're tired, why don't you challenge?
On 2nd and 7.
You don't challenge God when you're tired.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, not being free.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, they're not able to get it done.
30-6.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route, for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Sliding out of the pocket. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Flushed out right. He's letting this one go for Fuller, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone.
Are you ready for what?
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 48 yards.
Oh, I just scored another touchdown as you.
Out in front. Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it is 28-0. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers.
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, Jackson steps away. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Now Jackson on first down, rolling to his left. This will be caught once again by Brown. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They go play action here on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Ravens get a bit closer. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Good for you.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
What do you mean, a chance?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Johnson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Watson. He's got Fuller. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Now a play fake here on first down. On the crossing route, complete. That's Fuller. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Watson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Faking the give. Now Watson. Open man, the tight end fails. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Darren Fells, 26 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding a big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 26.
The clock's not even going. Yeah,
following the fumble recovery, Watson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
The Texans on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not? And how about this? A fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll pull it down. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. J.J. Watt in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Out to his left. Going for it all. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson escaping the pressure right. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Shut the fuck up.
Let's go one more. Double tight, guys. Double tight.
Throwing is Jackson. Being chased out left. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Angelo Blackson. Able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and goal from the 6th. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens cut into that lead. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get too closer here on the fake extra point. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The guy
throwing now, Watson.
This guy's a lineman.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. So following the run by Hyde, here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson rolling to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Jordan Thomas, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Can you do
now
anything
the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jacob.